Hi everyone, Isabel Tierney here, and I finished day one of my cleanse. Woohoo! And I'm really excited to share with you. It was kind of an incredible journey for 24 hours. So, starting with the morning, Nancy delivered the different juices and broth to me. I get 4 quarts of juices and broth, and I'm telling you, the fruit juice was absolutely delicious. So I was like confident I can do this. This is delicious. This is going to feel good. Well, about like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning was interesting to start watching my mind, right? My mind is going, well, can you have coffee when you get to the office? And what about a glass of wine this weekend? Maybe you don't have to tell Nancy. So this rebel inside of me started showing up and going, okay, maybe I can do this. I just won't tell anybody. Like anybody actually cares whether I do this or not. And but I just kept checking back in my body, and I kept going, oh, I'm actually not hungry. So when I kept coming back into the present, as opposed to letting my mind go into the future, there was very little drama in there. You know, my body was feeling pretty good. And it wasn't until yoga that I finished yoga, got really hungry, and I was like, yes, I can eat some food. I'm so hungry. And I suddenly realized and remembered, no, I'm actually on this cleanse. And I remember that was probably one of the lowest points of my day, because I knew that what I was coming back to was some vegetable broth, and I was starving, starving, starving. You know, by 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I realized I had eaten, right, drunk 3 quarters of my broth, and I had only one thing left. So I thought, oh my God, I need to start managing this a little more, which, you know, I think I'll learn to do over the next few days. Now, the hardest part of my day was I ended up having 2 social things I had to go to. One was at a coffee shop. So, yeah, I had a couple seconds where I really wanted my decaf Americano, but they had a really yummy fruit tea. And then the second thing that happened is I ended up having to go to a restaurant to meet 3 girlfriends of mine, and I could not cancel it because one of our girlfriends was really not feeling well. Oh my God, that was so incredibly difficult. I'm not joking. Every time the waitress would deliver food, she would pass it right by my head, right by my nose, and then put it right next to my plate. And my girlfriends, because they know what I'm doing, would very quickly snatch the plate away. And one of my girlfriends actually would put a menu in front of the food so that I couldn't see it. But the smell of French fries and the smell of the tamales and just watching them drink a glass of wine, it was really, really hard. So that by the time I drove home, I was pissed. And I'm like, you know what? Nobody's telling me to do this. This is my choice, and I don't have to keep doing it. And I'm just going to go home and I'm going to eat whatever I want. And then this voice kept showing up and going, Isabel, you are 48 years old. You've inflicted so much pain onto your body, and it's been so kind to you. Can you just give your body a couple of days of your being kind to it, of maybe being a little less selfish and sacrificing yourself for your body? And, you know, the more that voice spoke and the more like my bitchy voice kind of quieted down, the more I realized I can do that. You know, 48 years my body's had to deal with me. I can give it a few days of being kind to it. So by the time I got home, I was okay. I was calm again. I finished my broth, went to the bathroom all night, and woke up this morning starting day 2 feeling actually pretty good and pretty excited. And again, don't know if I'll just do 3 days. Don't know if I'll do 7 days. We'll see as it goes. So I look really forward to telling you about day 2, and just know that what I'm discovering is this is a spiritual practice. It's not just a practice of can I just eat fruit broth or can I just eat vegetable broth. This is really about watching my mind telling me, hey, something's happening in the future, and either you have to be excited about it or scared about it or resistant about it. But if you actually stop always watching what your thoughts are telling you and come back into the present, you're actually going to have a life that's really different. And I'm noticing that my body's doing fine. It's my mind that's creating all that suffering. So this is what I will keep practicing, and have a wonderful day, and I will get back to you tomorrow to tell you all about day 2.